slam tonight, I would first love to say thank you to the sponsors of Poetry Africa, including Total Energies, Institute Francais. Um, I will get out the rest of the sponsors. In the meantime, I would love to also introduce you to Ritabile, who is a poet, a writer, a storyteller, a radio drama actor, who has also been recognized by PENSALB. She received an award for language and literature in Sesotho and won a South African Heron Award. She was the overall winner for the Poetry Africa monthly slam competitions and will be joining us as the opening poet for tonight. I would like to complete the thanks to the sponsors and also in the midst of that, give you a short announcement. The men's bathroom here is not working, so if you need to use the bathroom, you need to go outside. There's one in the back. And finally, before I bring on our poet to the stage, the final thanks to everyone who was able to make this come together, the UKZN, KZN, Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, the National Arts Council, French Institute of South Africa, UJ. Woo, we love UJ. Okay. I'll be seeing you soon, but for now, I'm going to let Ritabile take the stage whenever you're ready for us.
In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. The Word was God. And God lives in me. Why should I try to impress you with dope metaphors and punchlines? While on this floor, I sacrifice the messenger in me for a round of applause. I am unorthodox, so I really do suck. But I'd rather have you forgetting who I am, where I come from, or what it is that I do not have, and have you remember every word that I pour out from the depths of my spirit straight into your soul with the sole purpose of making you whole enough to fight to see yet another day. So I'm here to kill the poet and make you fall in love with poetry's message. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The poem I'm gonna do is called Baulaile. Loosely translated, you got what you deserve, or it serves you right. Untangu uyazama once in a while ukuthengela ipotsotso. The least you can do is show some gratitude instead of your stinking nasty attitude and spending his money on that other dude. Shapaspanike mahlalela, but he never beats the crazy out of you, Lasabatlum Shebela, because he understands that a woman is a precious gift from God, and that God himself, the creator, calls her a weaker vessel, and that he who finds her finds a good thing and finds favor with the Lord. He found favor with the Lord when he found you, treated you better than he treated his own mother, and still his efforts are not good enough. He declares his undying love to you on a regular basis, and yet you're complaining that too much of a thing is boring and that he's nagging. And when he doesn't even tell you that he loves you, and like, what a god. complaining, and more complaining, claiming you feel so unappreciated. Kanti you're just looking for an excuse. Yaw gita that guy wadi tender, kunje wabatseba lebona majita badi tender, slender. That man sabantswembuka pretender. Now he's wearing a crown because he finally knocked you down, left you with a frown, and now he's out of town. If only you had known, you wouldn't be where you are now, but you did know. So moiketse halelwe ke tlalla jwang a te gale ko galemela o sa batlo mamela he ke re ba o laile because you played with the heart of a good man. You stabbed him at the back. Lasa Okopa crying, baby, please don't take the knife out of my back just yet. I might suddenly bleed to death. You just didn't give a damn. Oh, the time heals all wounds. Now he's back on his feet. Just blind, a sophisticated woman of high standards, morals, and class, and academically equipped intellectual. So now you want him back? What, you didn't think he'd do better than you? I mean, I thought to bang list but to local bizum send my callbacks. Please call. Who's that girl? What the hell are you talking about? Who's that girl? She ain't no girl. She is a woman. A woman who knows how to appreciate a good man because she understands that a real man is not measured by the lot that lies deep in his pocket in the wallet, but by the way he treats his delicate flower, his woman. Bao Laile, now you're busy crying, talking about, don't leave me this away. I can't survive, no. I can't stay alive. Don't let me this away. Don't let me this away. I can't survive, no. Baby, I can't stay alive. Don't let me this away. Come on, girl, put a sock in it. Desperation is so nasty, overrated, and unattractive, especially on a woman who has no self-respect. Baulaile, now you're busy stalking the poor guy, or mshapaka penalty the tender guy, and like marawai. How tsibu nonso ya ka intangal tsetsepele ka lieve ya hai tsamaya o ya haya askis marnet. Baulaile. I want to take this opportunity to thank Poetry Africa and all the stakeholders for giving me the platform. The last poem I'm going to do is called When a Man Loves a Woman. So I want to advise you that if you came here and you don't have a lover with you, know that you are in trouble. So take anyone who's sitting next to you and make them your lover. When a man loves a woman, when a man loves a woman, first of all, he understands the basic fundamental of love, that God is the foundation and very essence of love. So when he loves her like she was embroidered on his flesh. Now let's take a flesh back. When Adam saw Eve, he said, that is flesh of my flesh and bone of my very own. She is my exact clone, my scent, my cologne. I will work my fingers to the bones just to keep her satisfied. And if you're a man, you'll know that I am right. I'm talking about when a man really loves his woman. See, he is still a man, but he's not led by lust, but by the kind of passion that lasts, the kind that puts her first. See, he may undress her, but first of all, he addresses her self-consciousness so she can drop her defensive wall. He slowly massages the temples of her soul, then slowly kisses her mind. He passionately makes love to her spirit. She is about to come. Oh, she's about to come. She has come to her newfound flamboyant confidence in the fact that she is a lovable woman. So when he loves her this way, he puts himself in a position where she will love him like Sarah, who called Abraham her Lord. He can get away with almost anything. Now any day can just be an excuse for baby making because he is her king. I'm talking about when a man loves his woman. See, he enters her heart slowly as a butterfly sits gently on top of a daisy. See, he's not lazy. He just doesn't want to be hasty because all he wants is her heart. That is what he wants to obtain. Now, hold on. He doesn't even have to lead her on because she takes care of him. She feeds him, she supports him, she upholds him, she even prays for him, and most importantly, she satisfies even his wildest fantasies, whatever it is. She brings it as it is, no mixtures, please. See, some call her a tease, but she is just at ease because she knows that this man loves her. I know what it feels like when a man really loves his woman. See, he doesn't have to constantly shower her with expensive, very luxurious gifts or tell her that he loves her, but because all that he is does it all for her. See, when he loves her this way, some call it ludicrous, saying, what's love got to do with this? It doesn't pay the bills, but I forgive them because they are new to this. When he loves like this, they say he is hideous, but his love is so contagious, causing her to be spontaneous just for him. See, she would do anything for him. She will do him all over the house. Ouch, don't forget the couch. She will do him all over the floor. Shut the front door, music galore. She will have him crawling and begging for more. She does not mind having him on top of the table. Some call her unstable, but she will even have him on top of the kitchen sink. I see you trying to think. Hit me with a wink, but don't blink. She does not mind having her back up against the wall. Tears start to fall as she is giving her all, loving that man against all odds. Now, ain't that beautiful? Now, that happens only when a man loves his woman. Thank you.
No, the mic wasn't ready for my reaction. I was like, whoa. Did you all enjoy that first performance? I heard the snaps, I heard the mms. I want to keep the energy for the night as we build up into the slam. First, I'd love to introduce you to our judges. I'm not sure if you could see the table at the back. We have Zizi Pobam. We have Lebohang Masango. We have Marti Sales, and we have Lex Lefoe. All of these people are incredible and professional and could be slamming if they wanted to, but here they are at the judges' table today. You're also going to be part of our judges, so after each performer, I hope you notice you have a piece of pen and, well, you have paper. I hope you have a pen with you. You're going to be voting with us. After each performer, I'm going to ask you for your audience vote. If you liked it, I want you to show us your piece of white paper. If you didn't like it, I want you to show us your piece of red paper. Don't worry, we're going to let the poet get off the stage before we do the vote, just to be gentle with them. Yes, so I don't want to get into the bios too deeply. I feel like we know whose hands it is in. It's collectively the audience and our amazing panelists of judges today. And I will introduce our first poet, who is Katlego Mofokeng, who goes by she and them pronouns. We're checking pronouns these years, guys. Okay, Katlego.
Thank you.
Sincerity necessitates a simplicity that disembowels the gravity of what I feel for you. I want to hold you once before you're the ghost of a memory. I want to heave the heaps of hope I have for us. Instead, I'll resort to seductively spelling my name, encircling your fortified member, 45 minutes tender, 4 or 5 seconds of wilding splendor, fiending for it to feel like forever. Despite my best interests and efforts, your continued presence has piqued my interest. So my mind creates a future. It locks away facts about you in case this goes past one time. My nails digging into your shoulder blades, hoping to excavate your many burdens. The cascades of pleasure washing over us as we beckon divinity to help us maintain these embers. And as the raptures echo, we whisper our vulnerabilities, dazed with our eyes barely open, yours fluttering shut, mine wide open, the stillness bringing me back to my senses. I guess I should have warned you. I hold the presence of a deadbeat father, morally deficient and incapable of maintaining or even possessing responsibility. Darling, you'll soon come to find that the impermanence of ownership is what allows a library to thrive. These stories I have of us have an ending, and the book wherein they lie sits atop a shelf housing many others. So when I've returned you and taken up a new story, I will find more heaps of hope basking in the sunshine on the other side of the door.
Yo, that was lit. Yeah? Okay, as we're deciding on those scores, let me break it down to you as to how the flow of the night is gonna go. So tonight it's going to be an elimination situation, I guess. In the first round, which has just started, you've heard Katlejo, and I'm gonna introduce you to the other 4 poets, one at a time. They're all gonna perform, and after that round, we're gonna eliminate 2 people. 2 people, guys. This is like Survivor. So in the first round, 2 people get eliminated. In the second round, 1 person gets eliminated. And thereafter, we have a battle, head to head, 2 poets, 1 mic. It's gonna be intense. So whenever you're ready to share your votes, we're gonna show our signs. And just a note for people that are recording with their cell phones, you are very welcome to record, but please could you keep your flashlight off, for the reason that we're gonna be using a flashlight as a timer. If our poets go over 3 minutes, we're gonna have our timekeeper flash them with the flashlight. So we don't wanna confuse them. Okay? Voting has started. Once your tribe has spoken. Okay, let me explain again. White means you like it, red means boo. Okay, so to make this a little less confusing for our time, our counters, we're gonna first start with the red votes, right? We're gonna count all the reds first, then we're gonna count the whites, because we're gonna be like, yo, how do we count these votes? So reds. Where is our counter? I need you to give me a sharp sign when you counted. If you're assisting with counting, is it clear? Okay, and now we have the white votes, please. Okay, so the white votes are the majority for this one. That's the audience vote on this poet. Thank you so much for your votes. We're gonna let the judges tally theirs up. In the meanwhile, we're gonna have Letu Ngwanyana joining us on the stage.
Have you ever tasted ashes? Your throat becomes a coffin coughing out. We are descendants of offerings and burnt sacrifice. Our forefathers were cremated for pleasure. The smoke spilled over, penetrating the fog of time elapsed. And our history clings on a lineage of sad poems questioning morality. Our mothers gave birth to flames. We are a bonfire, keeping the privileged warm. They set alight our dish to signal that we are not equal. Is this how justice is served? We've got a lot on our plate, and that does not mean we are not hungry. We are fed up. Do you know how painful it is to protest at the brink of poverty? As we caucus for confused candidates, law-abiding citizens become gawkers when Parliament plays politics and the country is piling with corpses as the cops squeeze the trigger. The bulletin is about how the bullet found its way in an innocent man's body. Sirens ululate a massacre. There is no eulogy for those that die without a silver spoon. The deceased was a waiter, and nobody tips their hat at his funeral. The Bill of Rights is his obituary, and nobody pays attention to the violated laws. As the government's chest size swells with legislation, and the public reserve their chastise. Injustice is being crucified even after Pilate has washed his hands. Finding no sin or guilt or fault, we thought that we would find salvation on the cross that we casted on ballot papers in form of votes. Conscience is what's right about humans. Inhumane's what's left when morality is stripped off and everything just is.
Wow, that was electric. That was incredible. This is why we must vote for poetry. Whoa. So our next poet, we have Olive Oleshegun. Oh, sorry, yes, you're all good reminders. Thank you. We're voting first. Okay. So if you loved it, can I have your white votes, please? Whoa, that looks like everybody. Should we even do the next one? Yes. Okay, if you hated it, can we have the red ones, please? Okay. The majority vote is the white votes for Letu. Okay. Okay, let me introduce Olive Oleshegun.
Happy graduation! A lamentation. At your pace, you are spacing down an avenue with no clear direction, running rampantly after a dream that was induced into your system. You are a madman who believes fulfilling everyone else's expectations is the best solution. Thus, your life has become the written constitution of all your relatives' delusions. The misdirection of a youth is usually because of the bountiful burdens of others' misconceptions, the deception that the intention of your invention was to wake, work, sleep, and die, that the evening cry of your soul to resist modern time is a crime. For you are a debtor to your parents' dreams, and every dime they spend sending you to university is an indictment. Your mother scream at your future graduation ceremony is the sanctimonious siren you wake up to. Your daily alarm clock, the rubber band that you snap in order to suspend your delusional diversions, for your passions are their aversions. Mtwanam, it is okay to have a hobby, but artists don't get a title. Doctors do. So you die to yourself daily, and now your stethoscope has become your noose. Doctor's note. Sacrificing your passions, let us call them hallucinations, does not constitute abuse. Unfortunately, no white psychologist has yet made a prescription for black tax. So you must become the makeshift cough syrup to cure centuries of colonial poverty cancer. You, black child, are the problem, the solution, and the answer. Dear engineer, your bank account is booming, but your soul is asleep. You run on autopilot because resurrecting your desires is too much a daily feat. So your body has become a grave, and your face is a tombstone. And every time you crack a fake smile, your relatives dance at your funeral. So, to all the misdirected, myopic university majors who believe that their degree would be their children, and their ancestors' savior, how long will you roast yourself at the stake? Can you survive being your grandmother's monthly meal? Your relatives who frequently feverishly feed on your success, will they ever be satisfied, or are their stomachs bottomless fears? As they suck the marrow from your bones, eat your heart for breakfast, scavenge on your soul for dessert, slurp on your self-esteem like good wine if it means that their bills and taxes are paid. But who will pay the Pied Piper when you and all of your dreams congregate inside your grave?
Wow, the competition is tense tonight. The competition is tense. Okay, can we have our white votes if we loved it? Okay. And now if you haters, you can show that you're a hater. I'm playing. It's okay to give low scores if that's really what you feel, but the white votes have won again. It's a very generous audience, but I think it's also tight competition, and the poets have been incredible thus far. Next on stage, I would love to introduce Natasha Mubanga. Natasha.
I'm resurrected like bones and thunder. I'm woman and rage scattered over barren soil, isn't it something? To be both bleeding and becoming, isn't it something? That I'm a metaphor for Eden, a sacred garden with forbidden fruit. I'm fruit strange enough to hang. Strange enough to hang, ripe enough to devour whole and spit out a mother's spit. A wet cloth, damp enough to remove their sins from my skin. I'm skin, the largest organ in the body. It's no wonder I've been stretched out onto the streets like a map in order for men to find their way home. Isn't it something? That men have made women's bodies rest below. I'm a temple built for prayer. I'm every woman. I reach for life in the crevice of my womb or left thigh. I'm sacred and scared. I stumble between dirt and deity. I'm learning that this skin is evidence that God has sewn galaxies onto my cheeks, and I'm just a walking body of constellation, a blanket of stars with and I'm just a walking body of constellation with a blanket of scars, with an appetite to feed those around me. I'm well fed, well nourished and rooted. I'm the green in a garden's spine. I'm a poet. I reach for dust in the crevice of my womb. I'm a blanket of stars.
Sometimes you don't need to, sometimes you just need to drop the mic because you lit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. Everything that she said, it was everything we needed to hear tonight. So thank you, Natasha. And thank you all for holding her through this as well. And I know you agree with me that every word that was dropped on this mic was impactful and coherent and really thought-provoking. And I had to stop myself from going, behind the stage because I would have, interrupted with the performance. Okay, so can we get a vote? Did you love it? Love is with the white ones for now. Okay. And if it is a negative vote, that is the pink ones. Okay, we still have a white vote majority. Not like the apartheid, but I have bars also, guys. I'm trying to hold myself back. Okay, so it's still, the audience is giving us a positive rating. Okay, our last poet in the first round of this is Soli Ramatsui.
The wind barges in and strange fruits fall to the floor. One tilts in its pain until the floor bandages it with dust, covers everywhere except for where the bullet took a bite. A shadow of teeth is left behind, but the skin hurts more than the wound does, we say. The neck coughs out blood and the gardener covers his mouth. The wind peels his eyes and worships a decay, watches as the feet of a wailing leave a body for the last time, and we are the strange fruits. Re nwa moroto wa letšatši go fitlhelela re butšwa. Cursed is a fruit ripe for picking. Chipu, irile ke lebelo, motlhaba wa re ke nabile. There is no escape. The hand of a gardener always catches up to the swing of a branch. We do not know who the gardener is between God, death, and the white man's hands. We only know God in prayer. And when the rope is too tight, the wind builds a mud house in the mouth. A congregation of flies and worms gather to worship decay. History always finds a way to close a mouth by repeating itself, repeating itself, repeating itself. What is decay if not hope? What is decay if not hope? The gardener lurks with fire in his eyes, his tongue waiting to wrap around our necks. Gravity is funeral, and we do not know heaven. Heaven is being reincarnated into the same body you died in. Our family tree is fruitful, and it bears strange fruits. There is a butterfly with rainbow wings trying to put out the smell, but we still swell in the hanging. Pests swing on bodies as the branches complain about a backache. We plead with the gardener to harvest us for a drought, but the ropes refuse to let go, and gravity refuses to give up, and we remain the lines between deaths and funerals, always a minute away from grief. Strange fruit.
Whoa. What did y'all think of that? Show me in votes. Did you love it? Can we get up? Yes. Okay. And if it's a negative review, can we have the red ones, please? Okay. Okay, so the audience is giving them a thumbs up. So now we're on to the next leg of the slam. Bash is gonna play us some music for a little bit while the judges tally up their final scores. Stay seated, watch the space. It's gonna be just a few minutes for us to finally decide who are the semi-finalists, the 3 poets going into the next round. So yeah, let's joel for like 3 minutes, I assume. Thank you for your patience. I would like to apologize for missing an integral judge on our panel who was actually part of the performance with the two dubious gurus the other day at the back, Ewok, who is also part of our judging panel. A lot of people online are watching too, so I wanted to introduce them. Facebook or Instagram, wherever you're watching from. Hi. Wish them a warm welcome and introduce them to the space too. Before we get our final scores for the semi-finale round, we're gonna have a beautiful performance by an artist, singer, and songwriter. He's from KZN, but he's currently based in Cape Town, Jabulile Majola.
Again, I'm gonna have to track the mic on the side, and it's not because I'm shy. It's because my cord is not stretchy enough. Sanbona, sanbonani. Niyaphila kodwa ekhaya. Okay, I'm very excited kubalana eThekwini. It's been a dream of mine ukwazi ukudlala umculo. Angazi ndabe ifithiza kanjeni. I don't know. Why is it white noise? Oh, is it? Okay. We're gonna fix it. It is on. It is on. Wait. Give us a chance. This is new. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Okay, we'll have him on stage soon. We've had a little bit of technical difficulties, but it's not over yet. The show must go on, and we will have Jabulile later in the set. Now, I want to introduce us to Clea, who's going to present the scores.
Hello, everybody. Y'all are looking beautiful. God damn it, give yourselves a round of applause. Woo! Know what I'm saying? So, I've got the top three in my hand. So, the top three are: third is my afro, second is my skin tone, and number one is my personality. Thank you very much. Y'all know? Okay, now, serious. Ne? Top three. In no particular order, in no particular fashion, and I'm not going to say the points. All right? First, we have Olive. Second, we have Letu. Last but not least, we have, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? We have Solly, ladies and gentlemen. So are we ready to get on to the second round of the festivities of the slam? Okay, now the slam is just for you. It seems like everybody else wants to go home and party and drink a couple of things and what, you know. Are we ready for the second round? God damn it. Yes. So I'll be co-hosting with this lovely human being of ours. So I'll hand it over to her.
Okay, whoa, it's time for Solly to bless us with another one in the second round. Solly!
The wind whirls towards Malapile's home's dusty yard, and he watches. From the mouth of his mother's kitchen, ready to send it away. He's been told how to point at the heart of a whirlwind to signal his family's unwelcoming of unclean air. The whirlwind with then unclothed sand grains wear its dust as clothing as it walks to the neighbors. The neighbors too chases the whirlwind further from where could have been his home, and the young storm does the same with the neighbors' dust. Collect. In this village, boys are told to go play with their neighbors. Malapile is told to go play with Mashilu. Mashilu is told to play with their other friends. This would happen until there are enough barefooted boys to carry dust from their homes to the yards, and as they play, dust would grow as high as above their heads. Dust on their skin, their hair turning brown, their broom-like feet dusting off playgrounds, dust on their shirts, and accompanying them to their mother's scolding, and dust left hanging on air. This happened each and every time Malapile broke things at home. Grandmother's guest plates, her saucers, and more things made of bone ash. She broke them all before learning how to break other boys' bones. Now he is a whirlwind in his grandmother's sight, running into walls and breaking for fun. And it took me 24 years to know the identity of this dust. It is a lesson on how to break away from home, how to break the smaller boy away from his home, how Malapile breaks in tears until the dust in his eyes becomes mud, how mud holds in his crying, how mud builds a heart in his eyes, how the heart in his eyes whispers a warning, how the heart in his eyes is a symbol for his heart being away from home, but closer to clenched fist, how his heart is nothing but closer to clenched fist. Nothing grows in his eyes, how his eyes are open to staying at home, but he's always told to go outside to grow. How his eyes are open to staying at home, but he's always told to go outside to grow this dust. Is the smaller boy envying the bigger boy? Is Malapile impatiently waiting for his turn to stop crying? It is Mashilu and Moraka in a clean classroom, dusting each other's faces with fists and littering the classroom with blood. It is the class sharing, the chairs betting on who kept the other one more clean. It is keeping faces blue and fists red as dust. It is a boy making his father's house dustier. How his father's belt is the dust off his skin. This dust is Mashilu Moraka and Malapile being whirlwinds. We're winding away from each other's home. It is Malapile not coming back home on some night, forgetting how to look at his sister, choking his brother with just a look. It is every boy we're winding away from their homes, but all towards each other's homes. It is the kitchen doors puking them out, that they learn how not to cry or cough in each other's presence. And what we have here is a story of how it took a village to raise a storm.
All right. Let's see. Take a vote. Should we? It seems like you're not serious. Eh? Seems like you're carrying blue sheets. Eh? Okay, let's see. For the whites, seems like there's a majority. And the pinks, yes, as the pink gang is out today. But majority rules. One point, judges. 1 point for the poem. White rules. The voting. You know what I'm saying? Yes. But now, I'm gonna call the next slammer. You know. I hope y'all are ready. Gonna bring Dynamite's come in small packages. May we have Oliver Sturge. Give it up! 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 Give it up!
For my daughters. For my daughters, whose hair will not be handled like ours was. How is my hair oppression and resurrection? Augmented perceptions, revolutions, involuntary constitutions. Wild contusions of fingers tangling abstractly into braids, ends burnt like sage. My hair is a bird or a cage, freedom or a cage, something wild or something to be tamed. Makes white masses enraged and black men still enslaved to the idea of white woman as wonder. So my hair must be suppressed under, drowned beneath waves of weave, so she submerges herself every month to maintain her white identity. Alternatively, burning, boisterous black afro ends of black babies has become a ritual because Bantu knots are seen as too political. So you relax her under relaxer because straight hair imitates Cleopatra, Mona Lisa, the golden ratio. Now she is worthy of a beauty standard never made for shades of indigo, so in she goes to the salon every month to commit suicide, killing crevices of her identity for which her ancestors died, but now with every stride she gets compliments. A clean, contained, cosmopolitan black woman who is not a threat. Because before, the clients were worried, right? What does her bald head mean? Her Black Panther afro screams. She automatically likes to hang white people by the noose. Ooh, before the mothers and aunties were worried, right? Ooh, her dreadlocks are too long. She's trying to seduce husbands into temptation. Her untamed mountain of a mane means she must not be serious about her life. Did you see? Her braids are colorful. Ooh, she must go out all night. When will the black woman's hair not be a decodable, diabolical dictionary? A political Pictionary, a condemnation calligraphy, the hieroglyphery upon which we must be hanged? When will the black woman's hair not be enslaved to each? We demand, release your mother hands.
Are we ready for another vote? Yeah? Okay, if you loved it, show some love. Whoa, I see a lot of energy in this. Okay. Okay. Negative votes, please put up the red paper, please. Okay, the haters are outnumbered on this one. Okay, the final slammer in the semi-finals is going to be led to
bahlamba izandla bayishaya bamsulwa bazenza oPilato. bafumbethe amaconsi enzondo bancenga ukuthi mayibuye iAfrika naku imuka neOkavango. Ingabuya kanjani? Isibonele mathupha omama esikanandi besikhihla bekhalela abantwana babo ngesihluku beshawa ishawa yegazi gobhoza sekwaba insakavukela kwelamthaniya. Nami ngazenza umpostoli ngaphawula. Ngizibuzela nje ukuthi nisibulalelani. On our national anthem, Onsieve Gebertes is an Afrikaans translation for a mountain stuck on our throat as language. With faith of a mustard seed, we thought we could remove it back to the ocean from whence it came. Yet they plucked out my mother's tongue out of my mouth, fed me the struggle and expected me to taste freedom. How do I digest a dialect that is forced into my throat? A numb epiglottis hangs itself at the roof of my windpipe, and parts of me are constantly committing suicide. I remember how the air was heavy and pregnant with protest. Students swarming the scenes, firearms causing chaos to be summoned out of its slumber. German shepherds let loose to herd black sheep. The streets become a bloody altar. The black man a sacrifice. A necklace is no jewelry when a tire is wrapped around your neck. And they ask you to scream out a prayer, black man, with your skin sizzling when you are burnt like incense. Welcome to the altar. As you are burnt, die.
Oh, so you're having a caucus on how to hold the white paper or how to hold, like it's a conglomerate. There has to be a meeting for this matter because holding a white paper and a pink paper is not the same thing, you know? Because like the white is much more heavier than the pink, you know? It's not for everybody. It's a heavy duty, this thing. Yeah? You know? Yeah. So, may we see the votes overall and the things? I think I see more white than... So it's a whitewash. No need to ask for the pink. It's a bleach situation. You bleach the situation. Okay. Judges, 1 point for the slammer. I believe we are done with the second round. Give it up for the poets, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy, you know. These slammers are competing to go to Mexico. So, you know, Mexico, you know, yeah, and salsa, and it'll be very spicy. And the heat will be doing the things. You know what I'm saying? So it won't be the poems that will be hot alone. It will be also the stage, the temperature, and all the things and whatnot, you know? So while the calculations and the mathematics are done to the precision of the pi being the root of, I'm joking. Oh. Hey, you know? I believe we do have a act to,
Yes.
you know, serenade us for the moment.
So in the meanwhile, we will have Jabulile Majola come back and perform for us in the meanwhile as the judges tally up the scores. Jabulile.
Sit back and relax.
Ufana nse nobamncane usha amalungu omndeni ekhaya sakhala emhlanganweni salgas sithi icwane likabhubesi usahamba washonela ngale enyakatho waphephetheka okwephepha umfana kagogo nomoya Tsula salgas isazodlula ingane yakho isazowela ngala Thula thula salgas isazodlula ingane yakho isazowela ngalapho nginesiqiniseko sokuthi ezolahleka Skotho moya wasehlane siphapame ba Uthakazanga ngabhale ngishe yodwa incwadi Kodwa ubhubesi engubeni ubhubhe ngawo Yowelela ngale kukhahlamba Ipephethe kanamajazi imthwalo yohamba Ezanganeno Thula Isazowela ngala Thula Isazowela ngala Thula thula salgas isazodlula ingane yakho isazowela ala Thula thula salgas isazodlula ingane yakho isazowela ala pho Mhlambe namhla uzobuya lapho ephuma khona Oh mhlambe namhla uzobuya lapho ephuma khona Umfana ufananise nobaba wakhe Ichwane likabhubeso sahamba Lengane ifananise nobaba wayo Ichwane likabhubeso sahamba Thula isazowela ala Thula isazowela ala pho Thula thula salgas isazodlula ingane yakho isazowela Thula thula salgas isazodlula ingane yakho isazowela ngalapho
Aw sanibonani. Yebo, sanibonani. Angazi ke lelandela ithini. Ngiyabonga bafethu. Cha yazi ngijabule ukuba emhlabathini waseThekwini, emhlabathini waseKwaZulu Natal. Yeah, ngihlala eCape Town kwamanje. But bekube iphupho lami ukuthi ngikwazi ukuza lana ngizodlala umculo osuka lana kahle kahle uyabona ngike ngaya eEurope ngafike ngaperforma isiZulu bangas understand kodwa abasithanda so ngiyajabula kuba lana ngiperforme nabantu abas understandayo isiZulu abayi understandayo into engikhuluma ngayo enye ingoma engizoyenza I love song. Everybody say love song. Ezothando ke lezi. Okay, ngine love song eyodwa ngoba nginentombi eyodwa. So hayi. Yeah. So ngeke ngayiperforma le ngoma early but like le ngoma le is like the only love song I have and it's my only favorite love song. So ngiyathemba ukuthi nizoyithanda.
woza mntana ngiwunike thando lwami woza mntana ngiwunike ubambo lwami woza mntana ngiwunike uthando lwami woza mntana ngiwunike ubambo lwami
Esingisi.
Come, come, let me give you my love. Come, come, let me give you my love. Come, 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 let me give you my love. Come, come, let me give you my love. Come, 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 come. Woza mntana ngiwunike thando lwami woza mntana ngiwunike ubambo lwami woza mntana ngiwunike uthando lwami woza mntana ngiwunike ubambo lwami.
Ngibonge. Ngibonge kakhulu ave ngijabule ukuba lana ngizodlala ingoma yokugcina ngoba akuyona ishow yami lena yabo ishow yami mawufuna ishow yami uzofika ngomhla ka27 October eBreakfast Room ngizokudlalela zonke izingoma before nje nijabule too early amathikithi ayathengwa bafethu ilink iyatholakala kwibio yami and ngizobe ngijoyina abantu njengombali Malimela osindiswa Zulu abantu abaserious
Amamponda asebenza emobeni athi amgcine elibangise esikoleni sicela usixolele thina bandla ngebhathi simthole ngasaphile esikotheni omalusi bebelele emadlelweni omalume bebehleke emagcekeni ayasiboli bona bandla zolenga imigexo yomlilo emqaleni kunemonto ebomvu esingayazi ishiya amaloba afana nekababa ujakalazi silandela umkhondo sikhombe edolobheni kukude lapha ayakapheli inyanga asinamali ayakapheli inyanga asinamali mntana ayakapheli inyanga asinalutho baba, asinalutho baba, ayakapheli inyanga. Asinamali mntana, asinamali mntana, unemonto ebomvu esingayazi, ishiya amaloba afana nekaba bujakalazi. Silandela umkhondo sikhombe edolobheni kukude lapha ayakapheli inyanga, ayakapheli inyanga, asinamali, asinalutho baba, asinalutho baba, asinamali mntana, ayakapheli inyanga, ayakapheli inyanga.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Poetry Africa, you are absolutely amazing. Ngizonibona ngomhla ka-27 October.
Give it up one more time. We are about to follow protocol first, ne? Yeah. We'd like to thank the judges. We know judging is nip up in place, you know, because you have to like be serious. And I'm looking at them right now. They still have their poker faces on. They're trying to be all serious here and be all corporate, you know. Because like Ewok is like trying to like drop down a couple of like verses in the mind and like bars and like, yeah, I'm gonna judge them based on, yeah, like that, like this, you know, and everything, you know. And Marty is like, yeah, I wanna see if they can like rhyme in Barcelona and all these things, you know. Yeah. And like Lebo is like, yeah, let my poets glow, you know, and doing all these things out here. Zizi Pobam is like, are these my sunflowers? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there's this judge who's got glasses, you know? And I'm wondering what if these glasses are doing justice, eh? Alex, are they doing justice? Why are you like, yes? Huh? Hi, corner. So our judges, ladies and gentlemen, you know, give it up for the judge. Come on. Right. They were sweating. And, you know, Kwaz doesn't, like, he likes me, but it doesn't like me at the same time. Like, the slam had a soccer moment. There was like a substitute. You know, I was counting as I was like confident with my mathematics there, you know, and then there was like a substitute. I don't know who substituted me here. I hear they were also sweating. They didn't know the square root of something while calculating. Where are my mathematicians? Oh, they're in front. Did you calculate correctly? Yeah, because like more, you didn't count the comma. Why didn't you count the comma? What's up? All right. Are we ready to hear our top two? Are you not confident? So, in no particular order, in no particular fashion, our top two are, drum roll please, Boba, Olive is in the top two. Last but not least, drum roll please, Boba. We can go home. Thank you very much for attending the slam and everything. I'm joking. Lay 2 is part of the top 2. So, we're in the final round. My co-host will do the most and introducing the third round. Right? Let's go.
So for the next round and the final round, I hope we have our energy together. Hype them up. Yeah, get it out of your lungs. Yes. Okay, it's tense. It's been a tough challenge. I can only imagine the pressure on the judges at the back and the pressure on our competitors behind the stage. As you know, it's a lot on the line, but let's not put more anxiety on them. I'm going to bring to the stage Letu.
Amaphephandaba ayopha. Akethe izindaba ezisindayo. Ohlwini lenzala bantu akekho osindayo. Endlini sithela ubulongo phansi kuzosinda bani. Kithina mabhungu akunamunye okhuzayo. Uma ngiphequlula kulamakhasi eyisematheni kayinambitheki. Isihloko inhloko yekhaya eyisusa umqala ngiqonda ukuthini. Maybe the fact that we are the head gets into our heads until we forget that we need the support of the neck. For these newspaper articles bleed stories of wounded women, and we men have become the valley of the shadow of death. We are constantly taking away breaths. It is dark, and the sun's rays cannot raise our sons, nor erase our sins. The headlines of this article is of an uncle who speaks with his knuckles, and the other page is of a couple where the man's fist feasts on his fiancée until her flesh is left gaping. Her body is now stitched together in stories of all that she's been through. Her cracked lips still forge a smile. She's trying to hide all of her pain. Yet the walls of this house holds a lot of secrets. And the neighbors now speak in whispers and claim that it is none of their business, so they remain silent. The public remains silent. Even the victim remains silent, yet her eyes scream for rescue. She says, "Help me." And on the Sunday Times is a pastor. He alters his character. The altar still stinks of his sins. His intentions are sinister. It is sacrilege to use sermons to seduce. Who knew that predators can also pray? They wear fancy suits. They wear fancy suits to suit their fancy in pursuit of all these women. Daily newspapers bleed red. Red is the color our sisters swallow. To murmur is a language taught to daughters when fathers murder mothers, maybe martyrs. Are all these women we read about on the newspapers, and the newspapers keep bleeding. Sithi sicimeza sibakhulekela kanti khona bacabanga icebo lokubaciba kuhlokocetshwayo ngemcibisholo bengenacala kuyacaca futhi kuyacika. Sithi sicimeza.
Calm down. Calm down. Relax. Breathe. Oh! Mare, I wanna talk, Marwetsi. Mare, I wanna talk, Batung. I want to talk. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Bopa, comrades. Bopa. Breathe. Judges, I saw pink only. I saw a blanket of pinkness out here, out of the blue, yeah? Yeah, yeah, before I say anything, but like on the serious name, I want us to take note that our current world champion is in Italy. Oh, wow, okay, yeah, no. No, our current world champion, pass up. I am not Steve Harvey here. I'm not pulling a Steve Harvey. No. Abisovili is in Italy. Do you know what? Wanted me to mention names. And our current Poetry Africa champion is in Brazil. Kwanele. How? I know my information. How, guys? You want to embarrass me out here? We're in the live stream things here, yeah? You want me to lose my job? These people, yeah? Okay, let's see. Vote. Judges, it is a whitewash. A whitewash. It's a whitewash. Oh, it's clear, ne? It's clear. Oh, sorry, it's not a whitewash. There's a couple of pinks there. Yeah, no. There's a couple of pinks. The pink group, after school is after school. It's going to go down. Yeah, and I am the referee. Whoever wants to bet can bring their money to me. Yes, we will see who wins, eh? Yeah? Yes. Last but not least, in this round, may we have Olive on stage. Beautiful.
Nkosi sikeleli Afrika maluphakamisa uphondo lwayo. In the Republic of We Starve Here, our citizens are savings breath account holders. Tomorrow the Revenue Service might tax us for breathing. Ceremoniously we hold onto our breaths as scheduled darkness descends from 8 to 10. Accustomed to the dark, we are no longer scared of boogeymen hiding underneath our beds. No, our boogeymen stand behind podiums. All of the characters in our candlelit bedtime stories are frequently free-falling from their freedom-fighting glory. Plush politicians publicly print papers for their private coffers. Traditional gods trivially trade out their daughters, and white-winged criminals cry when worker peanuts. Because they're vegan, so they help them save the planet too. Never mind that her shack is inherently conserving energy when a bed made for two sleeps 5 to 20. In her township, the shebeens are full, but the schools are empty because girls too poor for pads are left at home bleeding. Our blood runs through our streets, thus our roads must be regularly rinsed as wrinkled cloths on washing lines. But there are more potholes in our children's shirts than material one can find. To pacify us, our politicians dance and distribute free t-shirts only to return to 20-bedroom mansions powered by solar. Their estates are too clean for the bloody cloths of our daughters, who must plan and pray for an overseas donor. So forgive us if our hands did not clap during Sona. Oh, our country, we cannot even wish to behold her or console her because they sold her. Because they told her that 29 years after democracy things would shift, but our grandmothers are still burning inside their matchbox houses. But all our prosperity pastors parade around in Prada, so we must preach it as progress. Our protests are treated like soundtracks for the Sona after party. The cabinet is a shuffle danced at Nkandla. Make sure you keep your eyes wide shut when they're making you chant Amandla, or you might find yourself down under, buried in a mine or bullet-ridden at Marikana. Our hearts are still tender, but tenders tend to turn men. From wise men to tribesmen to wine men to blind men, to government sheep, government meat, government fleets, government treats, government sleeps. Whilst we meet in carefully constructed concrete caves, learning lessons designed to make us die as debt slaves, but what does it matter when all our medical degrees must desperately dive into the same ocean their ancestors died in, to European shores where they must thrive in? I have died in, I have strived in this country for far too long. Ihla moya, ihla moya, ihla moya, oyingcwele.
One.
Yo, guys, it's tense. I'm gonna give you all a last moment to get your emotions out. I know there's a lot of them. Yes. 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 Okay. Our votes for yes. Our votes for no. Okay. Incredible, intense, captivating. Okay. So I want to say thank you again from Poetry Africa to our sponsors and our partners and funders, UKZN, KZN Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, the National Arts Council, French Institute of South Africa, Total Energies, University of Johannesburg, and Packoffs. Thank you for making this possible.
Hey, Joburg. You realize this is Durban, right? This is Durban. Massacant. Pass up. So yeah, after tonight, I believe that Poetry Africa will be done in Durban. My God. But anyway, we are introducing a new leg to the Poetry Africa festivities. We are taking a flight to Bloom. You know? We will be doing the poetry things at Packoffs. We will be flexing our metaphors and similes in Packoffs, you know? So yeah, it'll be a 2-day festival happening, and then it'll be performances, there'll be workshops, and then we'll be doing also activities with other students on campus and all these things and whatnots, you know? I'm one of the people who are going to Bloom. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, when you grow up, you must be like me, eh? Huh? Performing in Joburg, hosting in Joburg. Performing in Durban and hosting. Yeah? Performing in Bloemfontein and doing workshops. Pass up, man. Yeah? Be like me, guys. But please don't steal my shine and my yellow boneness, my afro, my all these things, ne? So please, yeah. So we are waiting for the judges. Is the mathematic king? Eh, I almost yeah. The tongue will do the things, eh? Are we? So, I hope the poets will hear me, ne? And if time allows, I think time allows. So, the winner, the winner, eh? I'm not announcing the winner. I'm just saying, the winner will be given an opportunity to do the winning poem one more time. Yeah? So whoever wins will do the poem again from the third round. Do you all agree? You see, in harmony. Let's try it one more time, ne? In harmony. You're gonna say yes, ne? 1, 2, 3. You're off tune, comrade. No. You need vocal training. I saw a department of vocals somewhere around the corner. We'll enroll you very fast, ne? Yeah. So yeah, are we done? Are you all right, judges? Okay. I must do a word or two. Okay. Oh, throw it. She said, okay. I'm joking. I don't know how to freestyle, guys. I don't know how to freestyle. Okay, I'm gonna do a micro poem, ne? So I'm educating you guys. Woo. So a micro poem is a poem that ends before it starts. English. It's English, that thing, ne? So a poem that ends before it starts, ne? So the poem is titled Winter. Brrr. Damn, it's cold. Thank you. You know, I want my pinks. Yeah. Don't you have a poem? Let's hear a poem.
I have a poem. I have a little bit of a rap verse.
Yeah.
You want some rap?
Do you want me to beatbox? I know how to beatbox.
Woo.
Oh, it's too much pressure. Okay, sure.
Yeah, let's just try it. Rap is so corny and cheesy like tacos. Step on the scene, ubani gamalako. I keep it low key, it's just for the guapro. Might get the bag and then dip like it's narcos. Step in the store and I pull off the barcode. Just another day, another debacle. Pretty the lights is like, look how they sparkle. Shorty is say that she quick with the throttle. Don't even drink, but I bought her a bottle. Pass me the light if you can. Stuck in the tunnel. So many narcissists and enablers. You as a young Kendrick, I'ma pray for your destiny's child with the way that I cater. I'm quick with the dip, man. We need a vacation.
Guys, give her pings. Give the pings. Come on. I'm joking. Give her the whites. Yes. How? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna do a poem. A very short poem. Very short. It says, if and when the rain comes, please tell it we are ready to drown in its blessings. I want my whites. Yes. I don't see any whites at the top. They didn't give you sheets. Ask Isle. It's okay in life. It's all right in life. So how did you find the slam? Do you think it was fair? Did you enjoy it? Was it too short? Was it short-lived? Oh, okay. I think we have the results. Are you ready? You're not ready, ne? You're not ready, ne? So I'm hosting a after party, ne? After here. But it's only for people who are at the above the age of 35. Ne? And if you have a proper ID, we want those green books, not the cards. Ne? Yeah, we want the books, not the cards. Yeah. Oh yeah, before we announce, I see a couple of pack of faces. Hey, hello. We have show yourself. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Oh yes, yes. So those are the poets that'll be hosting us, but also performing as well in Bloemfontein. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. So, there is a 1 point difference. Yo, you're sweating. Ain't it lovely?
And the poet lost that 1 point just for simple technicality of going slightly over time. Yo, it's so tense and it's so tight.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the finalists?
Okay, drum roll, please. Actually, wait. Can we have the two poets out? Two poets, Letu and Olive, come out. Come out, come out. So before we announce, can we give them like massive, massive respect? Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for showing everything, your energy, your all these things this evening, you know? Because, yeah, I want you to sweat. Yeah, I want you to sweat. You know? I believe the judges who are on the judging panel, some of them have slammed before. And they know the work that is needed, the groundwork in order to be here, to make things happen, you know? Guys, I love white bread and okay, on a serious note, né? With a difference of 1 point, the winner of the 27th Poetry Africa Festival Slam 2023, vote for poetry. Drum roll, please. The next poet that will be representing us in Mexico is Letu! Take a bow, young man, take a bow. Take a bow, young man. But also, not to steal his shine, not to steal his shine. Can I ask all the poets who slammed this night to come through? All the poets, please come through. All the poets, please come through. If you do not mind, if you do not mind. Come through, come through, come through. All the slammers, come through, come through. Ebana, where's Natasha? We are missing one person, but it's okay. may they also take a bow. It's not easy. They put in the work, they made it happen. Oh, yeah, Natasha, ladies and gentlemen. Move forward, 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 forward. Take a bow, goddammit, take a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow. How? Yeah. Yeah, may we leave the champion by himself. Hey, copy. Hey. Take your pictures. Take your pictures. So, as requested from the judges, to wrap up the show, your winning poem.
My aim was not to defeat, but they mistaked my feet for blades when I took sharp steps. They even accused me of amputating Oscar. Let's just cut to the chase. Amaphephandaba ayopha. Athethe izindaba ezisindayo. Ohlwini lenzala bantu akekho osindayo. Endlini sithela ubulongo phansi kuzosinda bani. Githina mabhungu akunamunye okhuzayo. Uma ngiphequlula kulamakhasi eyisematheni kayinambitheki isihloko inhloko yekhaya eyisusa umqala ngiqonda ukuthini. Maybe the fact that we are the head gets into our heads until we forget that we need the support of the neck. These newspaper articles bleed stories of wounded women, and we men have become the valley of the shadow of death. We are constantly taking away breaths. It is dark, and the sun's rays cannot raise our sons nor erase our sins. The headlines of this article is of an uncle who speaks with his knuckles. And the other page is of a couple where the man's fist feast on his fiancée until her flesh is left gaping and her body is now stitched together in stories of all that she's been through. Her cracked lips still forge a smile. She's trying to hide all of her pain, yet the walls of this house holds a lot of secrets. And the neighbors now speak in whispers and claim that it is none of their business, so they remain silent. The public remains silent. Even the victim remains silent, yet her eyes scream for rescue. She says, "Help me." On the Sunday Times is a pastor. He alters his character. The altar still stinks of his sins. His intentions are sinister. It is sacrilege to use sermons to seduce. Who knew that predators can also prey? They wear fancy suits to suit their fancy in pursuit of all these women. Daily newspapers bleed. To murmur is a language taught to daughters when fathers murder mothers, maybe martyrs, are all these women we read about on the newspapers, and the newspapers keep bleeding. Sithi sicimeza sibakhulekela kanti khona bacabanga icebo lokubaciba kuhloko ocetshwayo ngemcibisholo bengenacala kuyacaca futhi kuyacika. I've learned the art of being silent on stage, and I let the poet
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for an inspiring evening of poetry. Congratulations to Letu, and thank you to the judges for your work. But mostly, we want to say thank you very much. We've thanked sponsors, we've thanked partners, but we haven't thanked the poets who make a festival. So to all the poets who've been part of this week, both in Johannesburg and in Durban, and those of you who are going to be in Bloemfontein with us next week, thank you very much to all of you. My name is Ismail Mohammed. I'm the director for the Center for Creative Arts. The The Poetry Africa Festival is one of 7 festivals presented under our umbrella. We present the Time of the Writer Festival in March, the Artfluence Human Rights Festival in May. We present the Jazz Festival in partnership with the Centre for Jazz at UKZN in April. We do the Jamba Contemporary Dance Festival in August, the Durban International Film Festival in July. But we also have a series of partnerships with other organizations, both nationally and internationally. So really, when you come as far as being runner-up, you really are not a loser. So I would like both Letu and Olive to join us on stage again. Letu and Olive, yeah. I also want to take this opportunity to say thanks to Kwaz and to Sipindele Hlongwa, who've been the curators of this festival. Thank you very much for the enormous amount of work you've done. Sipindele is in Brazil, where Kwanele Niembe is going to be competing in the semi-finals tonight. It starts at 10 o'clock South African time. We hope you would catch it online and throw your likes and loves and comments there as well to keep it going. But I also want to say thanks to the team that has been working this week. That's all the interns at the Center for Creative Arts. Thank you very much for holding it all together, for doing it with passion and conviction. I was in Cape Town for the last 2 days. Sipindele is, as I mentioned, in Brazil, and the entire show was being held together by the interns under the leadership of Sakile Gumedi, who is our project officer. So thank you very much to all of you. We generate an enormous amount of publicity for our partners and funders. Our festival generates in excess of 8 million rands in value across print, radio and television, and that does not include social media as well. So there's value for the reason why our partners continue to work with us, apart from the cultural product that we produce. It's also just the exposure that they get for their brand and a kind of match with the kind of work that we do, which is socially relevant, engaging, and so forth. We have also partners that work behind the scenes, and that's the partnership from Catalan that has brought Marty Sales to Durban this year. So Marty, to you and your partners in Catalan, thank you very much as well. Now, as we mentioned, Letu will be the person who will represent us at the next World Slam Championships in Mexico. And he walks away with a cumulative prize of 20,000 rands. But Olive does not walk away empty-handed. Olive will also take home some cash prize, but we are going to be sending Olive on an exchange program to one of our partners in May for a literature exchange. So, Olive. So essentially, in the long run, there are no losers. We know one person represents us in Slam, the next person is going to be representing us in a literature festival in the UK in May. So thanks to both of them. Okay. And to all of you, thank you very much. Please pass the word around. We're in Bloemfontein on Tuesday and Wednesday. Bloemfontein people, pass the word around. We're looking forward to be with you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the evening.